Hello, happy Saturday to you. Look like I forgot to turn my background on. Oh well, that's too bad. You get to see the wall in the back. At least there's nothing up there, so nothing bad. So that's good. Let me get off this thing for a second. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here for a while, then you kind of know what's going on. I'll give you the format of what we're going to do, and let me get this share up here for a second to get something more relevant to what we're going to do. So the format of today and every Saturday is just an hour show, which we finish at right at top of the hour, next hour, and we'll start in just a second. I'll introduce who we got, and we've got some people on today, some current DPs to talk about things. I have a small little presentation, just questions, and we'll make it more open forum after that, and then we'll take a break about halfway through for about 5 minutes, and I'll give you some previews of some things that we've got that might be interesting to you or and what we're doing, that kind of thing. And maybe Nick, he might have something to say, or if one of our team members is here, Ricky, I think he's not flying today, so he should be. He helps us with the video stuff and technical content. We've got about 8 people that work on these projects, so that's they pop in sometimes, and even previous employees, they don't hate us. So they come. Jonathan Ray might pop his head in the door, I was at CAE. So anyway, and then after that little break, then we'll carry back on, and then at 1 o'clock I'll just wrap it up. And then the best way to communicate is via chat. And Nick is today is gonna go through the chats and see if anything is relevant, or not anything is relevant, but see what needs to be brought to the front, if anything, right? So he's gonna do that. And then at the top of the next hour, then we'll shut everything down, and then I will close the show down. And then after that, I'm going to open up the room like we typically do for the next at least 2 hours. So that means it goes like this: the first hour, I'll go through the chats. I won't go through all of them. We're going to curate those a little bit better so it doesn't take as long. Because I know what you like to do. You like to talk. So then we'll open up the room so you can talk and you can ask questions about anything. So try to stay on point until we have exhausted the on point stuff, and then after that, then you can say whatever you want. We've had people from all kinds of people. We have a guy who is trying to pitch the FAA against using hemispheric rules. He's a researcher, and he does nuclear particle bombardment. So this is what he does, and predicts the probability of those things colliding. And so he uses that same methodology in a very unique way that they tried in 1929 to prevent aircraft accidents. And basically what it is it's not 500-foot spacing. It's spacing for every 10 feet of heading change, there's a new altitude, and your altimeter would tell you what altitude you should fly. So it's kind of an interesting concept. So we had people like that that talk for about an hour about that, or half hour. I showed a little bit of mathematics behind why it's true. So we have everybody in those second and third hours. The first hour is going to have wings credit, just so you know. So, and now, later, the link is not in there yet, but it will be. To get wings credit, the only way you can get it is by going to our chat, and there's going to be a link in there. It's going to say wings credit. It'll be pretty obvious. Because what that does is it collects your email and your name, and that way we can submit everything to FAA in one big bunch. Because typically there'll be somewhere around between 200 and 400 people will want wings credit. And you can imagine if we had to cut and paste from the from that, how that would look. That would be kind of rough. Oh, that'd be expensive too. Be paying someone to copy paste. So just do that, and then life will be good for you. Then you'll get wings credit. Okay. So now we'll start. We should get busy here, right? I guess so. And then I'll look at the chats here in a little bit. So anyway, the topic for today is. Let me just grab up the slideshow here for a second. Do that. Yep. That'll do. Okay. Is this? It's Checkride Blues. I actually wrote a country song called the Checkride Blues. Live from CFI Boot Camp in Miami Beach, Florida, this is the Power Hour.